Hey everybody, so we are playing Christmas songs tonight. So happy December, and I'm looking forward to, I played a few Christmas songs last week, but this week and next week we're going to do just as many as we can possibly cram into these sessions. So this will be a lot of fun. So let me tell you what I started with in case you missed any of them. I played some requests that were given this afternoon. I started off with I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day. I love that song. And then I went into Joy to the World. And then O Little Town of Bethlehem was third. And then I played one of my favorite carols, and that is Thou Didst Leave Thy Throne. I guess it's really more of a hymn than a carol because it starts at his birth, but then it goes all the way through to his second coming when he raptures the church out. And my high school choir teacher made us memorize that song when I was in high school, one of the years. I don't remember which one, middle school or high school. And I just love it. That was a wonderful thing she made us do. And many times, if you see me mouthing the words to hymns, it's probably because, for one, I've either sung it a lot or she had us memorize those verses. So that was such a wonderful skill. I didn't always like it as a student, but I sure am thankful for it now. And then, let's see, I went into Angels We Have Heard on High. So now I'm going to play as many of your requests as you can get to. So if you guys are just joining us for the first time, I'm Natalie, and my husband Josh sits behind the camera and manages everything else you see. So I just play the piano, but all the cameras and sound, and that will be his department. So you'll hear his voice a lot, even though you don't see him. He's back there.
All right, so the first request is Who Is He in Yonder Stall?
Another one of my favorites. Man, you guys are already off to a good start. So this is another one of my favorites because it starts at his birth, but then tells the whole story of the gospel. And I mentioned that last week, that like, tell me the story of Jesus, Thou Didst Leave Thy Throne, Who Is He in Yonder Stall, are so wonderful because yes, we get the picture of the manger, but we also get the message of the cross, and then the purpose of his resurrection was our redemption. So I'm thankful for that. Who is He in Yonder Stall? Lord of all. Whew.
All right. Are you done?
I'm done with that one.
Okay, you ready for another one?
I am.
All right. Come on and ring those bells.
Come on, ring those yeah.
Is that the
Yeah, I know that one. I think so.
Is that the actual title?
I think so. Come on, ring those bells. So yeah. But I did remember the chorus.
Okay, so that was just the chorus.
That was the chorus.
All right.
But I did 2 choruses.
That's great. I'm sure everyone will be thrilled. Next one is Beautiful Star of Bethlehem.
I played this one last week too. This is a popular one.
Next up will be O Come Emmanuel.
Okay. Whoa. Totally different styles. So O Come Emmanuel sounds nothing like Beautiful Star of Bethlehem.
There's a Song in the Air.
Mm-hmm.
The Birthday of a King.
Oh, another one of my favorites. Okay, you guys are asking some great songs tonight, and I am excited about playing them. So a lot of pianists don't really enjoy the Christmas songs as much on the spur of the moment, and I'm one of them. I have to practice them. But it's because we don't play them all year long. So suddenly for church, you're having to remember all these songs, and they don't always follow predictable chord patterns. So if you're a pianist, you know it's a little bit harder to think through "O Little Town of Bethlehem" than it is to think through "Victory in Jesus," something that you can play a little more easily. So that was a lot of fun. Update on the course. I've gotten some wonderful questions this week about the beginner course that we filmed. It is finished filming and it will be on the website live. We decided not to even worry about pre-orders because the course is going to be open in just a couple days. So look for it in the middle of the week. We are working really hard to get that finalized and live, and I will post updates for it, but we're looking at 3, maybe 4 days, but it's going to be available for you. And it ended up being 22 lessons. I came up with a couple other things, and then we added another one at the end that we felt like you just needed if you're a beginner. So it was so much fun. So there's 14 hymn lessons, and then 7, 8, something like that, beginner lessons that teach you how to read the rhythms and lots of practice drills. And I walk you through every bit of it. So if you're a true beginner, this is for you. So if you're motivated to learn how to play hymns, it's going to be perfect. And we're putting one of the lessons for free on YouTube. So you'll be able to watch it and kind of get an idea for the feel of it. And it's in one of the keys that you're going to learn to play in several keys during the course. Just nice, easy patterns and very understandable. I wanted to make it to where you could learn it if you have never even played the piano in your life, or if you're returning back to it and you feel like you've forgotten a lot. So that's what it's all about. But you'll get to see one of the sample lessons later on this week, I guess.
Yes.
Soon?
In the next couple of days,
Yeah.
actually. It's ready to go. I just haven't released it because
Awesome.
the course isn't ready yet.
And it's for When I Survey, that hymn. So keep in mind, like if you watch it and go, I don't even know how to read the music, you will have seen all the beginner lessons if you take the course, how to read that music. So that part will make a lot more sense, but it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited to share it.
Yes, and we're actually planning to. I'm thinking it's probably Thursday,
Okay.
maybe Friday. Should be about when it's ready to go, if we don't have any unforeseen hiccups with everything. But we're going to do a live Q&A, whatever evening it's actually live, for anybody interested in it to go over and ask questions, and kind of hopefully it'll help everybody. I'm planning on taking the course myself, and so
He's going to be my test student.
yeah, I'm going to do a perfect test. Okay.
That's kind of nerve-wracking.
What's nerve-wracking?
Knowing you're going to take the course. I'm excited. It's
Yeah, what if it doesn't work?
No, it's going to go great, and you're going to learn to play hymns. I'm so excited.
Yeah, then you're going to be over here, and I'm going to be over there.
Yeah, we'll trade places.
I don't have any sparkly clothes, though.
Okay.
All right, so the next one is one that's very familiar and has been requested a half a dozen times or more.
Wonderful.
You want to guess?
Hark the Herald.
No.
Okay.
Oh, Holy Night.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Holy Night. Okay. I'll do it by ear. I probably will wish that I had grabbed a hymnal.
That was well done.
Oh, thank you.
All right, we're over 1,000 again.
How exciting.
That's great.
Thank you guys for joining us, and thanks for watching. So this is just all Christmas carols this evening.
Yes, so we kind of talked about this. I don't know if Natalie mentioned it yet. I'm a little bit extra busy feeling tonight, so I'm not paying very good attention. But so this week, we're just doing sacred Christmas music. Next week, we will mix in some secular stuff.
And I'm doing a live piano violin concert with my sister. And you guys are not going to want to miss that. I think it's the 21st of December. I think that's a Monday night, I believe. But she is just an unbelievable violinist. And we played the wedding together last weekend, and I posted about that I enjoyed playing with her. And a lot of you said, we want to hear some of the music. And we didn't, of course, have anything set up at that wedding to share what we were playing. But we're going to share a bunch of Christmas music with you. So
Yes, and that is not Emily, is it?
No, it's my older sister. So a lot of you haven't met her. You've seen her. I've posted that picture, but you're going to enjoy her playing. She is something else behind that violin.
And that will not be here either.
No, it's going to be at a
studio.
studio.
At another place, and I get to just enjoy it because I won't be producing that at all. That should be fun, actually.
Behind the scenes for real.
Yes. All right.
I'm going to grab my iPad because I want to play Let There Be Peace on Earth. But I need to see it. So hold on. And I'm going to step over here and grab this. Someone kindly sent me Let There Be Peace on Earth after I said that I did not have that and that I wanted to play it because I love this song. So I'm going to play Let There Be Peace on Earth right now.
Okay, you're doing that now.
Yes.
All right.
So. I've been thinking a lot about this idea of peace on earth, and I talked to my Sunday school kids about it last week, and we looked at that, and the angels proclaimed peace on earth. They said, glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace and goodwill toward men. That's part of God's plan, right? For us to have peace in our hearts. Like, we cannot control so many things around us, but He does want us to have peaceful hearts, resting in Him. And I've been reading a lot. It feels like it's popping up everywhere. In my devotions, I'll hear a message. Somebody will mention it. So I know that's the Lord trying to remind me of this verse a lot. Philippians 4:6. And it says, be careful, in other words, full of care, for nothing, but let your requests be made known to God with thanksgiving and supplication, and have a peaceful heart. I paraphrase that. But it's talking about when we have a thankful heart towards the Lord, we can have that heart of peace. It doesn't change anything around us, but it does mean that our heart is focused where it's supposed to be, on having a thankful spirit. And that's where the true source of peace comes, is from knowing Jesus Christ and recognizing that every good and perfect gift comes straight from Him. So as I play that, I think, you know what? It doesn't feel like there's a lot of peace in the earth. It seems like there's turmoil and confusion and just chaos everywhere you turn. And yet if you know Jesus Christ, you can have a peaceful heart in spite of all that. So you may think, well, there's no peace on earth, you know, but I heard the bells on Christmas Day at the very beginning, and that said, it talks about the man. It's like a story song. It's kind of neat if you read the words, but it's like, I heard the bells and I said, there is no peace on earth, and yet God is not dead, nor doth he sleep. And that's where the writer of the song got, I guess, a victorious moment there, is to recognize that God is not dead, nor doth he sleep, and you can rest in that. And that's where true peace comes from, knowing him.
Okay, another of your favorites, Born to Die.
Oh, yeah. I love all these.
All right, next up is another one that we did in church today,
Oh.
or actually tonight.
Okay.
So we did sing Born to Die. Let's see,
Yes.
we opened the service with that, didn't we? And then Down from His Glory.
Oh, yes. Josh and I sang this, so we can't sing it tonight because we're on opposite ends. But
I'm actually trying to figure out a way to where that could happen, but I think it's going to involve a third person being here.
okay.
Because there's just too much
Well,
going
I'd like
on
that.
at the
So just
moment.
imagine that we're singing it while we're.
Wow. You act like you've practiced that.
I did this afternoon. That helped a lot. I like that one.
All right. Do you know Star of the East?
I don't, and I've seen that requested a few times, and I do not think I know that one. So I apologize. I'm sure it's a great one. So Star of the East. No,
All right.
I don't
Well,
think so.
I'm sure if we look through all of our
Yeah.
hymnals, we would find it.
And we
But
will look. We will see if we find that, because if it's requested often enough that I think people must know it and love it, and that's great, and I want to learn it. So we'll try to find it. I'm sure I have it in a hymnal.
All right. I know you know this one. Silent Night.
Yes.
All right. Next up, I don't think you played it yet at all. I think it's a bit of an unusual song musically,
Okay.
but it's We Three Kings.
Oh, yeah, I have not played that one.
All
Get
right.
that Picardy third in there. I like that chord.
So I have 2 more on the list.
Okay.
We could play more, but I
I
was
have
going
a
to give you an
request.
opportunity to make some requests.
Okay.
And what is your request?
Ding Dong Merrily on High. I love that song, and the kids sang it tonight in the Christmas program. And I had just taught it to them a few weeks ago because we did that caroling event yesterday, and several of you got to see that. We went live very spur of the moment yesterday at the Market at the Mill event, which is like a huge indoor flea market type thing with booths and exhibits and antiques, and it's just a neat place. And my choir at school, my church, my youth choir at church, got to sing for an hour, a bunch of Christmas carols, and we just had a blast. And then I played for a little while after, so that's when we went live. And they sang Ding Dong Merrily on High, and I just love that song, so I'll play a couple verses of that. Texted me before the live and told me to make sure I put some fast ones in there. So that was fast for Mamaw.
I have 2 requests
Okay.
left that I wrote down. Obviously, there were more. We're not claiming to have gotten them all. We need to save some for next week.
Yes.
And I don't know. Do you know 10,000 Hallelujahs?
I don't.
It's a Ron Hamilton song.
I'm not familiar with that one.
You want to grab a Majesty?
Sure.
It's been requested quite a few
Is
times.
it in the Majesty? It's
Yes. That's what was said anyway. I don't remember actually seeing it in there personally, but it's easy to not notice things you're not looking for.
Let's see.
Yes, we did lose 100 back down to 1,000. We were over 1,100 for a long time. Oh, there we are again.
We're back up. 10,000.
I noticed that we had a dip in our, I guess our internet speed, and we kind of had some choppy footage there for a little while, but
It's not in this one.
not in Majesty.
No.
Okay, well, we
So-
tried.
I'll have to learn that one.
All right. This one has been requested probably 40 times tonight, and it is One You Know.
Okay.
You
always
played it
nice.
last week, but
Okay.
we'll play it again because Christmas, we do things like that.
I bet I could guess. Mary, did you know?
That is the one.
Okay.
Now, she played it really, really well last week. If you missed it, you'll have to go over to YouTube and check it out.
But we've had the piano tune this week, so.
Right. The piano was actually kind of horrific.
So you're going to hear it fresh. Well, I'll give you the fresh version of Mary, did you
All
know?
right. Mary, did you know? Oh, one more thing. Someone asked, do you know Mary, did you know?
I do know Mary, did you know?
Okay.
Yes.
Just wanted to say that phrase. All right. Well, I'm done with the list,
Okay.
but I think we'll do one more. Do you have one in mind?
I would like to end with "Hark the Herald Angels
Okay, we'll do
Sing."
that in a minute.
Okay.
So I just wanted to let everybody know to be ready. There's actually a lot going on this week. We mentioned it earlier on in this, whatever we call it, broadcast show, something. And Natalie, what are some of the things going on?
The big one is that the course, the beginner course, is being released this week, not pre-orders. The actual course will be live this week. So that's a ton of work's gone into that, and we're very excited to share it. And we're going to put a free lesson up on YouTube for you to watch and preview, I guess, kind of like as a trailer, so you can get an idea for how the course works. Don't get scared if you think, I can't play this yet. You'll have lots of lessons to help you learn all that stuff to get ready for that lesson in particular. But that's fun.
And like that free lesson isn't just like a YouTube video. It's actually on the website. You can go there and download the sheet music, all that stuff that goes along with the lesson for free.
Absolutely.
Let's see. What else? Oh, there are other live broadcasts going to happen this week. So Natalie and her sister Stacy.
I think that's next Monday night, 21st.
Oh, that's not
21st.
this week?
Well, early next week. Close enough.
Okay. I am misinformed as usual. Last I heard it was coming up Tuesday. But I guess that has changed.
No, it's next week, 21st.
All right. Well, and then we are going live Thursday or Friday with a Q&A about the course. So if any of you are interested or know people who are, this is a beginner course, like never touched a piano beginner.
Like black keys, white keys. What's the difference?
And so we're really excited about it because it's the first one that we've actually self-produced entirely. So that's kind of scary and exciting. But anyway. All right. So Natalie's going to close off. We actually did hit a lot of Christmas songs tonight.
Yeah.
Like almost all of the like well-known ones.
Yeah.
And so I was kind of surprised. Next week we will mix in some secular stuff. I don't know how many Natalie knows. It'll be fun to find out.
We'll see.
All right. Do you have anything you want to add?
No. I'm going to play.
Right. Thanks
Hark
everyone
the
for
Herald.
watching. Thanks for everything. It's been fun.
We love your messages and emails and all. I'm not always able to get back with everyone quickly, but I do sit down at certain intervals and try to go through and catch up. So if you don't get a response in a few days, don't worry. We do get them and we read them and we love them. So sometimes it's hard to keep up with the volume of messages and responses that we want to give out, but know that we do care. And when you guys ask us to pray for things, we pray about them. We get so many requests of pray for this family's member's health need or this person you love that's going through a difficult time, and you reach out to us and ask us to pray, and that means a lot. And I want you to know that we do. We bear those up before the Lord and ask the Lord to work miracles in those situations that concern you, and we trust that He will. So, and He is acquainted with your sorrows and your griefs. And I love the line in Hark the Herald that says, pleased as man with men to dwell. And we didn't know anything different. You know, we've never known the splendor of heaven yet until we pass away and go there. But Jesus Christ did, and He was willing to leave all that and come down here. And every time I play that line, pleased as man with men to dwell, He was willing to lay all that aside so that He could come here and be born to die upon Calvary. That was the whole purpose of the gospel, and the whole purpose of Christmas is that Jesus was born to die for us, to take our sin debt so that we could be reconciled to God. That's amazing. So if you don't know what that means, please message me. I would love to tell you more and lead you straight to Jesus Christ. Knowing Him is the greatest satisfaction in life, and it is the true source of joy. So if you're looking for joy this season, I know where you can find it, and it's in a personal relationship with Jesus Christ.